Nowadays, mobile application development is one of the most preferred fields in software industry. Hence, there are so many Android application developers around the world. There are so many options for Android development. The tech stack and tools you will use can change according to your choice about these options. You may choose to be a native Android developer, a game developer, or a hybrid app developer. All of them requires different proficiency as they relies on various technical development skills. This is actually the key factor to decide which programming language you must learn and which development environment you will use. In this video, we will focus on native Android application development. The first thing you must have as a skill to become an Android developer is learning a programming language. If you are willing to become a native Android developer, then Kotlin is the recommended programming language by Google for Android development. You can also learn Java to develop Android applications, or even better, you can learn both languages as well. You don't have to learn every aspect of the language itself, but at least you must have basic knowledge and you should be able to solve basic problems by using the programming language you will use. Java is a class-based object-oriented programming language which first implementation was released as Java 1.0 in 1996 by Sun Microsystems. It is a general-purpose programming language intended to let application developers write once, run anywhere concept. Before the Kotlin invention, Java was primarily used for Android application development. Kotlin is a cross-platform, general-purpose programming language. It was designed to interoperate with Java. Kotlin was designed by JetBrains. Its first official stable version, version 1.0, was released in 2016. Google announced first-class support for Kotlin on Android app development at Google I/O in 2017. Since then, Kotlin has seen a high rise in demand between the mobile app developers and the enterprise community. Kotlin is a free and open source project. After you have basic knowledge about the programming language you will use, you should also learn the basics of the operating system as you want to develop an application on top of it. Android is a mobile operating system based on a modified version of the Linux kernel. As mobile devices have limited resources in compared to desktop or mainframe computers, the Android operating system focuses on resource management. Android operating system has not a single entry point. If you learn about C programming language, you can see that C programming language has a main function, and when you run your program written in C, the program will try to process commands in main function line by line. On the contrary, there are so many entry points for Android operating system. You can listen for actions from the Android operating system to trigger some function after that specific action. For instance, your app can observe notifications in your app, and you can trigger a function when the phone gets notification as well. Android application screens are called as activities, and even each activity itself has a life cycle. For example, when you open a screen in your app, it triggers on create callback, and you can do whatever you want when the app reaches this callback. Likewise, when you kill the app, then on destroy callback is triggered. After you have basic knowledge about the programming language you will use and the basic knowledge of Android operating system fundamentals, You can decide the place you will use as an environment. Android Studio is the recommended integrated development environment for Android app development, as it comes with various features to make developer life easier. You can create virtual Android devices to test, track application logs which may help to solve issues in your app, and even profile your app to identify performance issues in a single window by the help of this powerful IDE. It also helps you to boost your coding performance by using shortcuts and quick suggestions. Android Studio also helps you connect your real device and run your app to your phone with a single click. You can also debug your app by identifying special lines in your code to stop running when it's reached and resume when you are done with your controls. When you work for a software project, you save your work in a directory on your computer. You probably don't want to lose your work and can save and upload your project in some of the cloud storage services like Google Drive. Then you keep developing and reach a milestone, and you want to keep the current version of the project as a backup also. Then you might create a new copy of your project and upload it with a different name. However, it will probably become a mess when project scales and you keep developing. On the other hand, what if you are a team and want to manage your project? You might also want to see what is changed in a specific file or time, and even who made the changes and why. To overcome with all the problems that you can have like this, there's a powerful tool to manage versions of a project, which is called Git. Git is a version control system every software developer should learn and use. It is so powerful tool that you can quickly see what's changed over time in a project and can contain different copy of a project at the same time by using branch strategy, which you can easily switch between different branches. You can also host your Git project in a cloud solution like GitHub, GitLab or Bitbucket, so that your project members can get the changes you make after you push your changes.